Oh, there's Archie Knox, second from the right, and the sun burning straight into his eyes there on a glorious afternoon, but a problem for Archie, of course. He knows that this is only a temporary position as Aberdeen kick off on an afternoon of long shadows and short memories, because we need only look back to the 13th of September when Hearts went to Pittodrie and won by 1 goal to nothing, a goal by Sandy Clark. And so much has been talked about the respective merits of either side today during this week that I suspect there'll be a lot of scores attempted to be settled by various people. Powerful tackle again by Berry. No support. That was Foster who came forward, but he discovered as he looked to the side there was nobody coming up in support of him. Total misjudgment by Black. Played off well by Stark. Now Jim Bett, another slide. Not quite sure what's wrong. It might be damper than I thought, or the players thought. Totally miscued that time by Miller. Now Berry. Yes, he waited until the man was in space, sign of intelligence, and this is Wayne Foster. Now Mackay. That's a drifting shot. Difficult to tell from this angle, but I think it was shading away from the reaction of Jim Leighton. It appeared to me that the goalkeeper would have had it covered anyway, but he allowed it to go way to his left. Yes, it was drifting away from the moment it left his foot. Free kick, yes. He's playing very well for Hearts. I thought he had an excellent game a fortnight ago when we saw him playing against Hibs. I mean, when he gets his head over the ball, he's very tricky, but not just that, he's tough on the ball. I mean, very difficult to get it away from him. Strong in the way he goes forward. Look at Willie Miller. Cat on a hot tin roof, as it were, and Leighton under pressure. Berry goes for it. Play still goes on. Sandy Clark. Offside, I would have thought. Yes. Foster in an offside position, but having said that, I thought it really was an excellent save by Leighton. Hewitt. Didn't he bring that down very well? Two players breathing down his neck, yet he had that facility to bring it down quickly, get it under control. Bat back with it. Willie Miller. Corner. Dodds on the left, and it goes right underneath him. David Dodds back from Neuchâtel. Still settling in Aberdeen. It's not easy for a player to have dislocated himself, if you like, by leaving Scottish football, going abroad and then come back. Robertson. It's a very long throw, looked like a little bit of pushing going on. The referee didn't seem to think so. And now Clark to Bett. Oh, a touch there, David Dodds, must be, no. Hewitt, has he done it? Yes. 1-0 for Aberdeen, and Henry Smith simply didn't know where the ball was. A rather bemused Hearts defence, caught out with the two men up front. It looked as if David Dodds might put it away. Good goalkeeping, though, by Smith, but he turned his back on the play. It's a fault that I saw him with the Scottish goalkeeping coach going over in Dublin recently, and that enabled Hewitt to pop in and touch it over. Free kick. Cahoon very quickly with it. Foster trying to go through, but McKimmie wise for that. Aberdeen defence is too long in the tooth to be taken off by a quick free kick like that. Here's Hewitt again, and Henry Smith had to handle, really forced into that. That was an excellent probing ball from midfield, almost catching Hart's cold. And the referee inevitably booking Henry Smith. Peter Weir is there with Robertson and Connor, but it's Bet who'll try to strike it. Hart's pound out. Offside, John Hewitt. Taken away by Connor. Harassed into that pass back by Neil Berry. There's Willie Miller. Determined looking Willie Miller. Oh, just given away by Dodds. Foster. A lot of Hearts play coming through this man, Walter Kidd. 50-50 ball. That's the way to approach it. Still 1-0 for Aberdeen. Goal there by John Hewitt. This is his partner up front, David Dodds, waiting for people to get into the penalty area. Hewitt. There's the shot, brilliantly saved. Oh, he whipped that in. Almost a hidden kind of shot. I think the defence and perhaps even the goalkeeper thought he might lay it to the side, and then with the ball very close to him, well controlled, well drilled, bringing out that excellent touch. Peter Weir with a corner. Got away by Berry. Bet. Still in play, and rather wasted ball that time by Hewitt. I think it needed a bit more elevation than that. Foster. Kind of Alec McLeish, and how often he does that in the game. Simply planting himself in the middle of the penalty area. Very difficult to beat in the air. Mackay puts it back. Here's a chance. Whittaker. Another corner kick. Clark with it touched. Put away by McKimmie it was. Here's Whittaker going round the side. It's still in play. Oh, just beyond. Roddy McDonald. I don't know, our view of it was foreshortened here. It looked impossible for him to miss that ball coming across, but obviously it was a bit of an illusion. Further away, and Hart still pressing hard. And Aberdeen survive. Kidd caught in very dangerous possession. Hearts players are running around like furies now. Look at this aggression, Black. Wants to go to the line, and I think overdid it. I think he really did get a little bit of freedom, looked to be getting away, and then wanted to elaborate. Just a few seconds of this half remaining. And I have sitting beside me a gentleman who's a Hearts fanatic, Willie Wood, who will be in the final of the CIS Bowls tomorrow afternoon, which you can see on BBC One Scotland tomorrow afternoon. We'll be getting a few words from him as this half-time whistle goes, and Hearts still fighting very hard to get that equaliser. And Willie is on the edge of his seat, looking at our watch. We're about, I would say 30 seconds into stoppage time. Just a moment for Hearts to pull themselves back up. With what looks to be like a football lace dangling away behind his boot. There's a touch forward in Aberdeen defence, secure again. And there is a half-time whistle. The boos from disappointed Hearts supporters, but Willie Wood beside me, as I said, is in the final of the CIS Bowls tomorrow. Willie, I usually do the half-time summary. Can I ask you, you're disappointed in Hearts' performance so far?
No, actually I'm not. I think they're a little bit unlucky to be behind one goal, because Henry Smith made a good save and it just lost sight of the ball for a few seconds.
Yeah, he seemed to take his eye off it, didn't he?
He did. He lost sight. He went round behind him, and Hewitt nipped in and scored into the net. And I think they're a little bit unlucky to be one behind.
Well, we'll see. You never know. You know what the Hearts are like. They can fight back. Well, we'll see at the start of the second half. Well, Willie Wood was saying he would like to see John Robertson on, and there he is. No sooner said than done on as substitute. And I think it's Wayne Foster who has gone off at the start of the second half. And I think the Hearts supporters waving the scarves in the background will be expecting a lot from Robertson. And if he's on his form, there is no sharper player in Scottish football. Robertson, who had a very fine game in that first half. Well, as I said, Mackay started to play a useful role in that latter part of the first half. Here's John Hewitt, he's got the pace. Jordan, equal of him at the moment. Hewitt aiming for the shot, support by Bet. Handling. I think the spin beat him more than anything else. Been a lot of chatting with the referee going on, and he's obviously turned off his deaf aid. Not been listening to anybody. Good jumping by McLeish. He's looking solid again. Robertson. Lot of space for Kidd. We'll find Robertson going back into the box, but the pass wasn't accurate. Berry. Gahun. Should go back. McKimmie. Saw the danger. Did well to get away with that. Throw to Hearts again, and still the pressure goes on. Last 3 or 4 minutes have been rather reminiscent of the latter part of the first half. Although, in all honesty, Jim Leighton hasn't been seriously bothered in both these periods I was talking about. There was a lot of rather exciting play in front of him, but he wasn't put to the test. Not as nearly as Hearts would like. Hewitt. Beautiful run forward there. Corner is at the header, and Dodds misses it. Oh dear, oh dear. Very useful break. Intelligent run there by Corner on the left. He might well have done it himself and rather selflessly shipped it across, and again the angles could be deceptive from here, but it looked easy for Dodds to get it, but he didn't. Hearts need the break now. Robertson, no opening, and now the counter-attack. Billy Stark. Bet. Bet taking all the time in the world, and McKimmie comes forward. Look at the positioning. Oh! Dreadful marking by that Hearts defence. I mean, really, this is a man you've got to keep in captivity. Padlock and chain stuff with Hewitt, or else you're asking for trouble. And that was almost suicide, giving him that amazing latitude. Although good positioning by Henry Smith for the final shot. That's McLeish. Corner lying deep. Yes, John Hewitt. Pulling his man round, pushing him round. Whittaker. Dodds on the break. He's on his own though. Berry went with them, and I think Dodds was relieved the ball was taken off him because he didn't have very many options. Miller comes back. Whittaker the shot. Cahoon. Robertson's inside, and he's done it. One each. 17 minutes gone. And no wonder they're jubilant. As I said, frustration was beginning to creep in, but that surely will relieve it all. And the little winger remained admirably cool. He had the option of pushing it to the side to Robertson, and I think caught the goalkeeper in two minds, deciding to go himself, and in it went. And the culmination, and justifiable culmination, of all that pressure was seen on this Aberdeen defence. Clark. Oof, Robertson. Terrible spin, and the ball still in play, is it? No. Flag went up, corner to Hearts. So far, Aberdeen have had 9 corners. Hearts have had 9 corners, to Aberdeen 6. Not all that much in it, despite Hearts having such great superiority in terms of territory and possession. McDonald gets a touch, and that is off Willie Miller. Little mutual apologising session going on there. And I bet their old Hearts are rapidly beating after that. And I mean what's inside these Aberdeen shirts. Oh, here must be a shot by Mackay. Was it a touch? Well, all splendid stuff from Hearts. They realise they've got Aberdeen groggy and they're still pushing on. And a player like Berry, with that gritty determination of his, adding to the subtlety of Gary Mackay there, has meant that Hearts, at this moment in the game, are totally dominant in midfield and just keep popping that ball back. There's Neil Berry. Not a player I would like to go against with a 50-50 ball. He's a very powerful challenger. Away goes McKinney, a neat run. Robertson back defending, putting it to Black, and then the run forward, no offside. Aberdeen defence really caught out Leighton. And Cahoon, has he done it? Oh, brilliantly saved. And it's off and just past. Oh, that was magnificent goalkeeping by Jim Leighton. It really was. He did everything right. After that terrible mishap for the Aberdeen defence, caught flat. And Cahoon wasn't going to turn round for explanations, making that beeline, and there is where experienced goalkeeping takes account. Look at it, narrowing everything, blanketing it, and he really saved the bacon. Good interception there by Alec McLeish. Oh, the punters have had their money's worth this afternoon. Clark, that'll be a corner. Well, Aberdeen have players in there. Virtually every player except young Robertson have had experience of pressure like this before. Is there the header coming up? And away, not strong enough. Peter Weir. Now, young Joe Miller, one of the best prospects in the game. Just back after that horrendous hand injury. Can he get his opening? He does, and it's a marvellous effort. There is Joe Miller. I think he's still wearing some form of bandage on his left hand there. He had that terrible accident opening a charity bottle in a pub, and the youngster went along there to do good and did himself a lot of harm. And I like the way he took that defence on there, trying to get his space, and he gave himself enough time to get the shot in. Kid. High. Robinson going in for that, and McLeish doing exactly the right thing. The goalkeeper didn't come for it, and he knew a pass back under those circumstances might be fatal. Is that a free kick? Might also be a booking. This time it's Jim Bett. Yes, Bett booked for that challenge. Over 10 minutes remaining. Mackay tries to get it through. There's a shot, it's there. Robertson. Two-on for Hearts, and that is the very best of John Robertson. He had no time to make up his mind other than go for goal. And I'll tell you, a lot of players will realise how highly professional a goal that is, with the advancing defence very tight, hardly a chink, and yet he kept it low, he kept it hard, and it went in viciously. How about that scene? Maroon and white whirligig. Out to Miller, to McKimmie, now Berry. Berry going forward. Good run by Berry, there's Robertson again. Clark. And so many Hearts players getting into that penalty area. I don't think I've ever heard a fastback greeted quite so rapturously Tynecastle before. Almost enough to say we have the winning of the game. And indeed, I think they have, with only a minute and a half remaining. However, Jim Leighton hasn't given up. Where there is time in the watch, there is hope. Yes, ball by Bett. Clark. Not cleared effectively and offside. Right on the edge of the box, I think. On the side it goes, but I think out of play. And according to our watch, we've now played the full 90 minutes. And there it goes, final whistle. Rapturous applause. Right.